We are at Ephesus right now. Unfortunately, I do not know what's the history of Ephesus. I have not read up about it. Maybe I have to ask. I have to ask Dak, to come and explain to us.
No problem.
What is Ephesus, man?
I'll summarize the 3 lines then.
What are the 3 lines?
All the history.
Wow, I have to read, a lot of things to read.
Yeah. It was founded by the Alexander the Great.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Because when they started to conquer the whole Europe and then came here, so they have a few area. So this is one of the city. Yeah, they settled.
Oh, so this is a
Alexander the
city.
Yeah.
I see.
This is the whole city actually. So there are many Ephesus, many cities around.
Alright. So Ephesus is being founded by Alexander the Great. So this was an ancient city. So it's all in ruins right now, and there's a lot of history in this place.
House and the bathhouse is this one. Okay. So everybody, please make a semicircle around me so that we can hear that one in front of us. And on the other hand, we have the Kusadasi mountain, which is this one. And this mountain, this is the Kusadasi mountain.
This one is that one.
Yes. Yeah. So this one, we have been on the top of it. Remember, we were at the Nightingale Mountain, also it's called, where the house of Mary was. Okay, just for your orientation, actually, to know where we are actually right now. Okay, there is the Hyde Park. In the Hyde Park, there is a corner. It's called the Speaker's Corner. There's a stage. Everyone who likes to speak something, criticize or whatever, he stays on that stage and gets untouchable. Okay, so the prototypes for all those things have been actually based back into the Roman period.
Oh,
so
very
here,
interesting.
they used to have such a Speaker's Corner as well, and everybody were free to speak whatever he want, to criticize whatever he want, except to criticize the gods you could criticize, no problem, but the living God, the emperor, you could not criticize the emperor, because once you try to do that, then they catch you up. Yeah, that was the only thing forbidden to do. Okay, that was very important. So everybody had to be very carefully about speaking about the emperor. Emperors were untouchable, uncriticizable. Okay, so that was very important. The local government also, you can. Okay, so they were taking their places, and this was the stage, so that each member, when he had to make a speech, listen. Now, my question at the moment, the current one, and the next temple was the temple of Hestia. So the Roman belief was that the goddess Hestia was the goddess of actually protecting home, protecting the city, and they were believed that the fire of Hestia, as long as it was burning, it would always protect the city. But if the fire of Hestia light off, that means all kind of disease, plagues, war, earthquakes would come over the city. Therefore, the temple priests and nuns, which were called the curates, one of their duties was to keep the fire always burning. Please come, no problem.
These columns were made so many years ago, and it's so amazing that they have been able to produce the columns in such a circular and smooth and even way. I have no idea how to do it at that time, because at that time there's still no electricity, no tools and so on, right? So just look at it. Amazing. Perfectly round and cylindrical.
Crown of laurels, or laurel crown, the winners, those who are successful in athleticism, in sport, in activities, in wrestling and so on. The winners, they were actually getting the gift, and the gift was a laurel crown. That is also very important. There you can see Heracles looking. The sculptures of Heracles with the Nemesis lion, which means The Nemesis lion was an immortal lion which was killed by him, by Heracles, and he took his pelt to make himself untouchable and stronger. Okay, so this was his great weapon against arrows, against spears, lances, and everything. The pelt of the Nemesis lion. Okay, and actually every very important person of the city, especially those who were making donations or who were doing good things to the city council were in somehow honoring them. How? In the way to put their statues along this main street, because this was the central part. And everyone, like it is in all the cities, we have always a city, right? A city part. All the shops are there, shopping malls are there, people go there. So the most people were coming on this street and they were using all these shops and restaurants and everything. So they noticed actually, oh, the doctor, his statue is here. So that man was honored then by the city. Many others were also actually decorating the whole street, but most of the statues has been falling and breaking actually during the earthquakes. That's the weakest part of a statue is the neck. So when they fell, the necks got broken, and the smugglers, especially the smugglers over the centuries, they've been generally always taken away the heads. The head was more important than the whole body. The whole body is very heavy and hard to bring abroad, but the head is much simpler. Okay, unfortunately. So those which we could protect are in the museum, in the Ephesus museum. Okay, Ephesus museum in Selçuk. It's a very nice collection actually. They discover also 2 statues of the goddess Artemis with many, many breasts on her chest. The breasts were not a symbol for sex appeal. They were a symbol of fertility. Okay, because she were symbolizing fertility. She was the goddess of fertility, and that's why for all those who could not read or write, they were putting all those breasts on her chest to make sure what they were emphasizing. Okay, that's very important. Okay, there were no women here, only men, and they were sitting side by side, as you can see. Those ones are original, actually the original stone. And there is a channel, look in, there's a channel here, which was for the fresh water, because after they were doing their job, they had to clean up in somehow, right? So they used to have little towels, which they were actually putting into the water, then clean up and wash them again. But then the guys on the other hand had to wait a while till the water gets clean, of course. But yeah, well, that was the technology of those days. And here in the center, there was a band playing music.
Oh, so you have a music, and while you are doing the business.
This is only for the luxury people.
No,
only,
this
right?
is for everybody.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But, this was
So it's a public toilet.
There was no band orchestra playing music here, of course not. This was just a a kind of a pool where they used to have water. Okay, this was a water tank, but definitely no music.
So this public toilet you need to pay?
Yes, you need to pay.
You need to pay to use the public toilet.
Yes, same like it is.
This is the public toilet.
The 3rd largest library in the world. They were hanging on wooden shelves inside, and they were burned down actually after the invasion of the Goths, as he tried to destroy the library, unfortunately. Okay, so that's very important. Julius Tiberius Celsius was also buried here, just beside his library.
We are done with the tour to Ephesus, and we are walking out of the place and to our bus. And there are lots of shops on both sides of the exit selling. The Ephesus tour is very popular tour. Just look at the number of tour buses here. Thousands of people around here. Okay, thousands of tourists visiting Ephesus, judging from the number of tour buses here.